They'll be okay.
Hey, Max, put that comic back? Oh, okay, good. Good for you. Just checking.
You want brush with pen today?
You gotta sit, Mama.
Wow, that counts as being a bag? Welcome to the club bag. I don't know. I think it's one though. I think my purse is just too old for this. I've been playing for about
Hey. Hey. Hey, you wanna turn the volume off? Turn the ringer off.
hot dog. You get a fan, Lindsay. Likewise, I should do the same. Yes, we'll all turn off our volume.
Hey. Hey. Laser light, come on. Hey.
Be gone! You want me some fans? I mean, it's only margin. That's only margin. Side beside the sea.
It's 100 in our heart.
Deep inside, you're willing to be fans. Oh, really? Deep inside, you're gonna burn.
Oh, Aaron, that's a horrible one.
Oh my God. You're gonna die. It's so high. Listen to my hair. What?
What, baby?
I said Lisa brushing my hair. In my head.
You gotta sit down, sweetie.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How the hell is everyone doing tonight? No, let's try it again. I realize it's Friday. We've been at work all week and everything, but it's the weekend now. So how the hell is everybody doing tonight? Excellent. We are La Fenice. We do Commedia dell'arte. Well, yeah! If you don't know what that is, friends, you can always ask somebody who is currently dressed sillier than you after the show, or also the internet, right? Anyway, we have been working together for quite some time. We've been here at the Butterfly Bar for either 5 or 6 years. We can't even remember anymore. But we'd like to thank them for hosting us that entire time. Big round of applause for them. We'd also like to thank the City of Austin, who through their Cultural Contracts Commission at least partly funds the work that you see up here this evening and makes it possible for us to help keep Austin weird.
I like Austin!
Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you do need to know about the show that you're going to see tonight is that it is entirely devised by the actors and our wonderful musician, Dylan Blackthorne, over here. We put this whole thing together ourselves. How many people out here are a fan of H.P. Lovecraft? How many people have no idea what the hell I'm talking about? Okay, it's fine. It won't matter. It's just the style, the genre, the trope that we are performing in tonight. Before we get started, I would like to let you know, even though we are supported by the city, we still ask for support from you, our live studio audience. You can do that in the form of what we suggest, a $15 donation at the end of the show. But really, it's whatever you have in your pocket and whatever you think it's worth, okay? I say anywhere from $0 to $1,000, and we're still waiting for that $1,000 bill. You're laughing. Okay. Anyway, we also have available right over here, drawn by one of our lovely cast members. We have Tales of Terror, our own little zine. There are 3 issues currently available. They are on sale for $5 each. Or you can have the compendium, which is all 3 volumes in one, for $10. And if after the show you're like, I want to send some postcards to my friends from the seaside village of Outsput, which will make sense when you see it, we have those postcards available over here too. $2 each, or a complete set of 4 for $5. And I think that's it. Okay,
Hey.
so ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see a show?
Yes!
I said, are you ready to see a show? In that case, La Fenice would now like to present to you Cthulhu Beach Party! In Cthulhu! And they died.
By the beautiful sea, you and I, oh how happy we'll be. I like to be beside your side, beside the seaside, by the beautiful sea. Betty is the gal who lives next door, spends summer days just frolicking along the shore. Ruby's from the nearest harbor town. They meet up to laugh and splash around. This summer is to be a special one. Ruby's made up some new kind of fun that helps them to commune with the waves. But it might lead bathers to early graves. Gee, we love to be by the sea, by the sea, by the beautiful sea. You and I, oh how happy we'll be. I like to be beside your side, beside the seaside, by the beautiful sea. Summertime is Dr. Von Boots Bane. His son Ted just thinks that his dad's a pain. Their whole life is tearing apart. So Ted goes on his dad to go make some art.
Screw you, Dad.
Lingering in some darkened corridor is the doctor's cure for his torture. In weird tales he read an ad for mercenary ironclad.
Will you enforce my secret plan and wipe out these tourists from the sand?
The stranger quickly agrees as payment to cure his dark disease. But then Ted realized we'll all be euthanized.
Gee, I don't want to be
By the sea, by the sea, by the beautiful sea. You and I, oh how happy we'll be. When each wave comes a-rolling in, we will sink or swim and float and fool around in the water, over and under, live up for air. There's a dark storm a-brewing, but what do we care? I like to be beside your side, beside the seaside, by the beautiful sea.
Les Immortals!
Empieza la comedia!
Well, hello there. Name's Betty. I know what you're thinking. Just another doll from a small town. Well, you'd be right, I tell ya. Sure, I've graduated high school, but I always felt like school was just a trip for biscuits. A bunch of piffle, if you know what I mean. The teachers are all wet, and the fellas are a bunch of cake eaters, dewdroppers, and drugstore cowboys, for crying out loud. And I'm glad to wash my hands of the whole affair. Anyhow, I've never done anything that amounted to much. I've always been a real good girl, a regular Mrs. Grundy, if you know what I mean. But this summer, all that's gonna change. I'm tired of sitting around like a canceled stamp, waiting for some stupid boy to take notice. This summer, I'm gonna focus on me. I'll turn over a new leaf, go for the gusto, come out of my box. Why, I've heard it said that all the world is your oyster. Well, I'm gonna see if I can't grab my oyster and juice it, if you know what I mean. Now, this summer, I might take up drinking and smoking like one of those naughty flapper girls. I might even show my gams. Let the fogies raise their eyebrows, see if I care. Now, I've got this girlfriend. She lives in Innsmouth, up the coast from Outs Butt, across the alimentary canal. Ruby's her name. We've spent summers right here on this very beach in Outs Butt since we were young girls. Now, Ruby, she's the real McCoy and really knows her onions. She's a true vamp, the Kipper's knickers, a wild bear cat of a woman, and everything that I aspire to be.
Hey, Betty, check me out! Woo! I'm swimming real far out!
Gee whiz, Dolores, you sure are way out there.
All right!
Oh, I think I hear Ruby coming now. Ruby, you've come at last. Bring those hot cross buns over here right now and let me check them for freshness. Oh, yeah. Dripping with honey, as always.
Ah, gee, Betty, you always did know how to butter my bread. How'd you feel this long winter?
Well, I've graduated, so I'm sitting pretty.
Ah, finally graduated. I knew there was something different about you. Finally unbound from the shackles of education. Ah, gee, you look like a million clams.
Gee, thanks, Ruby. You're no chunk of lead yourself. Say, what extravagant plan do you have floating around in that pretty little noodle of yours for this summer?
These.
Oh. Okay, what are those?
Aren't they beauts? I spent all winter whittling them out of Mr. Tip's busted up boat.
Oh. They're swell. But what do you do with them, Ruby?
Why, you stand on them, of course.
Oh.
Here, I whittled this one for you for special. This one's mine. Now, come on, we gotta take them out into the deeper water to try them.
Okay.
Mind your feet. Careful.
Like this?
Yeah, now you're on the trolley.
Ooh, this is positively berries. What do we call it?
Sea chassis.
Banana hopping.
Ocean motion.
Log bobbing.
Power topping.
Toe boarding.
Upper decking.
Surfing.
Wave waterboarding.
Surfing.
Eh, what are you saying?
Surfing.
Surfing. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Surfing.
All right, now watch out. We're coming to the shore. You don't want to eat sand. Mind your feet and then dive into the water. Here we go. Here we go. What do you think?
Ah, gee whiz. Surfing is a regular sock dolliger. But we should shake a leg down to the cove where the waves are bigger.
Yeah, let's blouse.
Okay.
I don't know what came first. My love for painting beachscapes, or the inescapable dread of my own horror-soaked nightmares. I have summered here on the sandy beaches of Outspot since I was a pudgy little boy. Yet, at length, I have only just today set foot on its warm beachfront. Since the death of my cold and belittling mother, may she find peace on a mountain of burning locusts Me and my father are closer to impending madness. Perchance, my father's descent into lunacy has finally come. For upon my arrival from Miskatonic University, my father's behavior is something transformed into a twisted shadow of his former self, his eyes seemingly filled with eldritch maledictions. I wasn't quite sure until I found this, my father's journal, wherein he describes a machine that he is designing that will wipe out every living creature on the shores of Outspot. And so, I fled. I fled not in fear of death. Death is just a stark inevitability designed to make you late for supper. No, it was not death that brought me here to the primordial edge of the Atlantic salt. It was, in fact, a dream. A dream I suffered a fortnight ago. I did not see the usual terrors of rubbery tentacles and inverted cylinders, all jellified and lined with milky white spines. What I saw was indescribable. And so, I will describe it to you in painstaking detail. I saw a beach, very much like this one I find myself painting. It was shaking and quaking like a cake in a washing machine. It rose so high that it blotted out the sun. It was lifted by a most merciful goddess. She handed the shore over to me. I knew then, even in that ethereal state of consciousness, I knew that I would be forever enraptured. Enraptured by a feeling I never thought I was capable of. A feeling I fear will transform me. It sounds like pure madness, but it would not be the first time my dreams have come to pass.
Wasn't that the most fun you ever had on two legs?
Sure. Surfing is awesome. But you know what I'm thinking would be even better? Even bigger waves.
Wait. I got this
I'm waiting.
book from my auntie last Christmas. Isn't it a beaut? It's full of all kinds of old spells and summonings and such.
Gee whiz, it's stinky and hideous. It must be awful naughty.
Yeah, real naughty. Let's read it. Look right here. Summon a real big wave. Gosh, Betty, that's perfect. Picture it. You and me taming the biggest wave our sleepy beachfront community has ever seen.
Gee whiz, that'd just be the bee's knees, the eel's hips, the elephant's eyebrows, and just every mismatched body name and animal part I can think of.
And just like that, she raised the canvas that I had been scrawling with pigment. She raised it so high that it shielded my eyes from the lashes of the sun. And then, with a smile that would crush the cosmos, she handed the shore over to me.
Fiji brushwork, fella.
It seems my dreams have come to pass.
A dreamer, huh? Yeah, I got your number. You got your head in the clouds and a silver spoon in your back pocket. Yeah, buzz off, Ed.
Say, Ruby, get a load of that sweet baby Grand. He sure is the cat's pajamas.
Hey, what gives? I'm offering you the opportunity to be my right arm as we take this beach by storm. How's about a little focus here?
Tell it to Sweetie. Don't be such a fire extinguisher.
Come on, be close. It's supposed to be you and me this summer. You and me in this wide blue ocean. Are you trying to cut and run on me?
What gives? Why you being such a wet blanket? I just want to get an eyeful of that sweet baby Grand.
Oh, Bluey, I can't believe you'd bail on me for some billboard our final summer together, but especially not not that sullen little sand goblin over there.
Aw, gee whiz, Ruby. You know you'll always be my best girlfriend. But say, what's all this about our final summer together?
Excuse me, women, I can only assume are some sort of pirate hookers. I am wondering if you've seen my son. I'll describe him for you. You know him because he's always out somewhere gold bricking, painting pictures of sunsets, and disrespecting the memory of his late mother, that awful snake. Satan audit her taxes! I no longer dream of mother. I foresee I never will again. Teddy, Johnny, Joey, Bobby, Von Utzput Jr., look! Your lunch has turned. I'm afraid it's all damp. And look at you, boy! You're a mess. Why did you even grease your pot hairs? Did you pluck your scrotum patches? Have you even oiled your haunches today? Oh, I'm always telling him, Teddy, you leave the house without completing your necessities in the morning, you'll be cakey by noon. But you know what they say about leading recalcitrant little horses to water? If you even are my father, and not some doppelganger designed by mad architects, with a singular design of embarrassing the hell out of me. Embarrassing you? I'll tell you what's embarrassing. Spending all day slaving over a cold pot, making a mostly spoiled batch of pimento cheese for an ingrate son who'd rather give his own dad the old cut direct to get keen with these ladies of 4 ounce. Oh, allow me to explain. That's without brains, without morals, without clothes, and without use. No offense meant, pirate hookers.
Of course not. Go pound sand.
Don't! My left eye! Teddy, I've been assaulted. Oh.
Come on, Betty. This stretch of beach is starting to smell.
Yeah, it's getting awful stinky around here.
Oh, my right eye! Teddy, there's a cookout afoot. Call the police.
Oh, cram it with walnuts, you tired old monument. But thanks for the sandwich.
You're welcome, I love you. Oh, drat! Blasted centennials! How dare they enjoy the publicly funded lands they have every right to? I remember when I was a young lad and these beaches were empty and pristine. Mostly because everybody was dying of the cholera, but still. Nowadays you can't even enjoy a quiet summer day of brushing your son's hair and working on things in your basement without having to wade through an army of plank-wielding poly-mermaids. But I suppose I'm a victim of my own success. My patented process for atomically separating gold from the ocean water has made this place rich. Sure, we had to demolish half of Innsmouth beaches just to get the equipment running, but look at what we have now. A new, upscale, rebranded beach community, named after me, Utspoot, with hot, new, useless businesses everywhere. I'm talking liquid nitrogen ice cream shops. As far as the eye can see, 5 damn doggy daycares. 1 for every dog in the bay. And an olfactory tycoon simply going by the name of Yankee Candle. I'm positively cuckoo for the cranberry chutney. And while it would be delightful if it was the haven for the rich that I intended, it turns out you common types want to experience it too. Oh, first you get the name wrong, calling it Outspot, or even worse, the OB. And then there's your abhorrent behavior, digging your feet into the sand like barnacles, showing your ankles to my son, and all the people watching. Well, nobody people watches me but the goddamn ghost of my shrew wife. Angels tickle her feet with a rusty trombone. If only there were a way to get rid of all of you. What if I made you feel worthless? But how? Oh, I know. Live music. You like that? A song. Yes, help me out here. Entertainment for the easily amused. Song and dance for the mediocre. That's you all. Here goes. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. If you're not the well-to-do, well, have I got news for you. You can all just suck the air straight out from my derriere, because I've got lots of dollars. You're just cost some poor daughter. You should do sometime for us making me have to rhyme. So, if you're new and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go and kick the bricks? 'Cause you're not really rich. So you'll count upon the bevy of lowdowns from down the levee, all misfits. You're not really rich. We've got fashion, style, and gilded sailboats. You've got debt and crime and nasty fellows
And dirty elbows.
So come with me and see me spend more than you could ever lend if you mortgage your kids. 'Cause I'm really rich. We've got beachfront views and reserve stamps gold. You've got a flop house with tacky brown mold
And dirty elbows.
So come with me and you will see you don't deserve to be in a place that's nice like this. 'Cause you're not really rich, like I am really rich. So very, very rich! Now please don't clap. Please buy train tickets and leave. Oh, I've ruined the act. Well, listen, I must resort to plan A. That reminds me, am I forgetting something? Let's see, I put out Teddy's shrimp and mayonnaise to spoil.
Captain Stoneheart's log, summer 1920-something. Driven to desperation. How is it that a former soldier of fortune, having toured the world in search of glory and gold, could have fallen so low? The answer, the Great War. A horror of human conflict that left more minds than bodies broken. Initially, I turned to drink in an effort to subdue the residual fog of war, which most physicians agree is even better than developing an opium habit. But this nation awarded victory in the Great War with a laurel of temperance, prohibition. The medicine that maintains my sanity is outlawed and my well-being slips away. But now, in response to an ad that I placed in Weird Tales magazine, former soldier having hit rock bottom and gained momentum seeks moment of redemption, comes a letter from a certain Dr. von Outspot. He claims that through radical new science, he can make me whole again. So it is in desperation that I have traveled here to the seaside village of Outspot, just south of Innsmouth, across the Alimentary Canal. Desperation. For here, I will be forced to face the terror that haunts me until I am sleepless. The ocean, vast and full of dread. Since arriving here at the train station, I have begun my treatment. The doctor has prescribed that I journal aloud while secretly drawing pictures of boobs. A radical new science indeed, though not without merit, for in the brief time that I have been waiting on the platform, I have hardly noticed the distant sound of the waves or the salt permeating the air, though now I am afraid I have been forgotten. No one has come to greet me. I suppose it's time to march, soldier.
Oh, Mother, if only you were here, you would know exactly what to say. I can hear your voice in my head even now, saying, "Shut up, Teddy. You bore me.
on a scale from wooden spoon to Calvin Coolidge. You just got reelected. It's like 4 more years of your boring, banal foolishness.
My son, it's time to stop talking about how boring you are. It's time for your evening routine. Have a seat. Father.
Teddy, I'm worried about you. You're not the little mustard trumpet I used to know. Open up.
Yes.
I don't want you hanging out with those girls on the beach anymore. They disturb me. Up and around.
Working the gag reflex.
Yes, Teddy, what would your mother think of your behavior?
Dad, I would like to...
the train! All right. And 3, 2, 1, unclench. Yes, Teddy. I shan't have you going to the beach anymore. Have a seat. And just to make sure... Yes, Teddy. You're to stay inside for the remainder of the summer. Now, take that out. It's brush time.
It tastes like rusty pennies.
Have a seat, my boy. Yes, Teddy, I'm worried about you. Why, you haven't even written your thank you notes for your graduation gifts. Your Aunt Ethel hasn't heard a thing about that nice ether-soaked rag she got you.
Oh, I barely remember it. Anyway, I was going to write notes after brush time.
Teddy, I have a patient. Take your brush. I want you to go straight to bed, Teddy. You have a long day of being miserably lonely while I work in the basement tomorrow. And no more beach time, remember.
I have finally arrived here at the doctor's estate. Before I may enter his care, I am to pass a series of tests. Before I may enter his home, I am to use the codename Who and the password What.
Who's there?
Codename Who? Yes.
Who?
That's correct.
Who?
In the flesh.
Who is at the door?
And waiting for permission to enter, yes.
What is the name of the person at the door?
Oh, what is the password? Who is at the door?
I am asking you who is at the door.
Exactly, and what is the password?
You don't ask me for the password, I ask you. What is the password?
That's correct.
What?
The password?
Who's asking?
No, who's telling you what is the password?
What?
The password.
Who?
Yes.
Does the person at the door wish to gain entrance?
Yes, who wishes to gain entrance?
And what is the password?
As you say.
Capital, Captain Stoneheart. Try the knob. But be careful of the electricity. Notice a few more tests, Captain. The journal. Slide it under the door. Nice. Those are round and profound. Now, the dance, man. Shh. Do the dance.
Dun, dun, dun,
That's
dun,
it,
dun,
Mrs.
dun,
McGovern. That buttermilk won't churn itself.
dun, 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 dun,
Very good, Captain. You may enter. Damned electricity. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Edward Robert John Joseph Van Woodswood Sr., but you may simply call me the Doctor. Good God, man, you look exhausted. Did you walk here?
All the way from the train station, yes.
Yes, I mean, of course you walked here. One of my many unorthodox treatments, meant to teach you perseverance. Would you like something to drink?
Normally I would kill for a fifth of pure hell the next morning, Doctor. But prohibition is the law of the land.
Not to worry, man. I'm a doctor. I can prescribe you anything you'd like. What about hibiscus heroin? Laudanum lemonade. Oh, cocaine cola.
Neither malt nor fizz, however flavored, can tempt me these days, Doctor.
So I see you're a man of honor,
Bah! You don't travel the world slaughtering indiscriminately for cash without learning a thing or two about honor, Doctor. Or at least I used to think so. Before the Great War.
Well, I suppose I'll have to ask you for a glass of water then. But I'm afraid that it's a bit briny, you see. It comes from the ocean. That's normal, right?
Yes.
Well, let's begin your treatment. We'll start with some word association.
Game!
Excuse me?
Fart.
We haven't started yet, you imbecile.
Sex.
Me?
Awkward.
Finish.
Agreed.
Now, a new and radical science. Rorschachs. Come, Captain. Have a seat. Very good. Now, Captain, I will show you a series of images, each more disturbing than the last. You must tell me, honestly, what they dread from your subconscious. Image number 1.
Gold in the guise of glory on 6 of 7 continents.
Disturbing. Image number 2.
Illegitimate children left in the wake of an internationally active libido.
Titillating. Image number 3.
Oh, something else that reminds me of the horrible person I used to be.
How terribly, terribly vague. Now, the most important image of all. Tell me, Captain, what do you see?
Something I left in my other trousers?
Good God, man! No answer could have been more disturbing than this. You mean to tell me that just because you fought for your country and are now deeply mentally and physically ill as a result, that you deserve some sort of free medical care? Well, good God, man. That would be socialism. They would make victims of us both. I simply won't stand for it. Now, there must be some sort of menial and potentially dangerous labor you can undertake to earn what you've already earned. But what? Oh, I know.
Yes, please tell me, Doctor, I'm desperate.
Lately, my son has been getting mixed up with some of the more, how do I say this delicately, poor and gross members of the community from across the bay. I worry they're wrapping their foul tentacles around him, and I want you to strike them from the beach. No questions asked.
But according to your letter, Doctor, the beaches of Outspot are largely populated by the flower of New England's youth during the summer months. My days of transactional violence are behind me. What are you suggesting?
No. Nothing like that. Just, scare them a little. You can do that, can't you? You're not some washed-up old tin soldier drowning in his own disappointment, slowly, drip by drip by drip. Has he been doing that a lot?
Yes.
Now, until you can pay, we'll put you on a patient-driven plan. Distance therapy, we'll call it. You go out there and do whatever you want. I'll stay here and do whatever I want. And if you get better, you can thank me later. Now, while you're under my employ, I expect to keep you close. Not like that, you idiot. I mean, you'll be staying with me. Now, I think you should meet my son, Teddy. Teddy! Teddy? Greet the captain how we practiced. Teddy, the captain here will be sharing your twin bed while he's with us.
So is this the person you brought into our home to fill the vacuous chasm left behind by Mother?
No, Teddy, I tried to replace your mother, but apparently when I wear a soiled caftan and put lead in your cereal, it's a crime. No, Teddy, it's best to think of the captain as your other dad.
Other dad?
Capital. You've taken right to it. Now remember, Captain, you'll get your treatment when your task is done. Now, off to bed, you two. And Teddy, don't forget to take your saltpeter. We wouldn't like the captain to wind up like that hobby horse you had.
Oh, Mr. Giddy Up.
Damn thing looked like a woodpecker had gotten to it. Good night, boys.
Well, come on, Captain. I'll show you my collection of rare and incurable diseases.
That which does not kill me? Question mark?
Aw, rats! I spent months whittling these boards and there ain't nobody on that ocean. What's a girl gotta do to get something to catch on?
Well, I've got some room in my shop here. Perhaps you need someone who's experienced experienced in sales.
Experienced in sales? You sold something like this before?
Oh, well, no, but I could sell anything to anyone. I'm an experienced salesman.
Salesman, huh?
Yeah.
Is that the key?
Yes, pretty good.
Yeah, applesauce. You're all wet. Oh. Salesman.
There you are, Ruby. Oh, say, why the grummy face?
Look, there's nobody even out there willing to give it a try. There's got to be something we can do to get these cats to know their onions.
Gee whiz, Ruby. It's the 1920s and we're females. You know as well as I do that nobody's gonna listen to anything we have to say.
Yeah, maybe in 100 years they'll listen to what we have to say.
Ah, gee whiz. I hope in 100 years the wisdom of women will be understood and will be considered more than just split-tail breeders with bubs.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, but meanwhile, we do need someone to sell these things, and it ain't us.
Sure. What we need is a man.
Yeah, a real live wire.
Yeah, what we need is a daddy who's tall and lean and muscular.
Yeah, no shorties.
A fella with a full head of thick blonde hair.
Yeah, no brunettes.
And a wild garden of man hair on his chest.
Yeah, no squeakers. Betty, nobody's gonna try surfing if they don't know what it looks like. You and me should go demonstrate. Like that guy out there. I don't think he's ever seen it before. So come on, to the ocean.
Okay. What's happening around here?
Oh, look at help. Goodness. Yeah. Get some good help. Real good help.
Ruby, I couldn't find anybody.
Oh my goodness, he's bleeding.
Oh no. I don't think that's helping.
That's not in the pamphlet. This is how you fix a bloody
I think you're making it
It's
worse.
diarrhea. It was real.
Unhand the lad, you scurrilous beach rodents! Do you think that just because these beaches are public you can wander them unfettered while gleefully fettering others? On your feet, Teddy, you're embarrassing your dad and your other dad.
Oh, sorry, other dad.
You two are on notice. Your youthful effervescence is neither required nor desired here on the shoreline of Outspot. What is that confounded contraption anyway?
This thing is a board. Yeah, it's a surfboard.
Sounds like poppycock to me.
No, it is a summertime oceanfront sensation.
Sure.
Really?
It sounds kind of silly.
Yes. Let me see that.
You know, now that you're holding it, I'm kind of interested. Why don't you tell me how it works?
Well, first you take it out to the deeper
You know,
water.
I am no longer interested in how it works. You know what? I ain't got nothing better to do. I'm ready. Let's do it. Come on.
So you take it out
I'm
to the
no
water.
longer ready to do it. I don't care. I care. I care big time. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. No. Yes, 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 no. Definitely not.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think I am thinking what you're thinking. But Ruby, there he has no yummy chest hair.
Yeah, but
He's a man.
You wouldn't happen to have a home remedy for cultivating a little chest hair, would you?
Sorry, Teddy, I have the same problem.
Good gag.
Also, there's hardly any hair on that Father Time's head.
Yet he is completely unqualified in every measurable way we set up for ourselves except the one that counts.
I guess he's what we've got.
Yeah. Hey there, big fella. How'd you like to be the spokesperson for the summertime sensation that's sweeping the nation?
Sure. Surfing is a regular Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
Are you hard-boiled enough to try it?
All right, fine, I'll humor you. How does it work?
You stand on it, of course.
And then?
Well, and then you ride it out under the deeper water.
You mean into the ocean?
Huh.
The salty blue horizon, terrors gripping me. Monstrous memories, horrific memories of the sea. The doctor's treating me, but I can't pay his fee if I have to dip so much as one toe in the sea.
What's that you say?
Oh, please don't worry, lad. In front of the ladies, why on earth discuss your dad? Their new invention is sure to be a peach. Surfing will soon rule the beach. Surfing will soon rule the beach. How does it work?
Paddle out there!
Then on your 2 feet,
Forget your cares.
gliding safely to the shore that's just in reach. Surfing will soon rule the beach. Surfing will soon rule the beach. What am I saying? Where's this coming from? Fear of the ocean never fails to strike me dumb. What's more, the doctor's orders couldn't be more clear. Get those goddamn kids out of here! Somehow my confidence is rising like the tide. Because of these two and their novel surfside ride? The kids will flock to Outspot, have their surfing fling. And I will be their captain. No, I will be their king!
A king, you say?
Yes, Teddy boy, and you will be a prince. When these ladies look on you, they'll no longer win. Because of these two and perhaps my little speech, surfing will soon rule the beach. Surfing will soon rule the beach. How does it work?
Paddle out there!
Then on your 2 feet,
Forget your cares.
gliding safely to the shore that's just in reach. Surfing will soon rule the beach. Surfing will soon rule the beach. How does it work?
Paddle out there!
Then on your 2 feet,
Forget your cares.
gliding safely to the shore that's just in reach. Surfing will soon rule the beach. Surfing will soon rule the beach.
Man, you keep coming up with catchy little ditties like that. Surfing will soon rule the beach.
Sure.
You're the king of the beach, man.
Oh,
the king
yeah.
of the beach. King 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 of the beach. The king of the beach.
Teddy! And to think I was going to bring you your lunch out on the beach.
Give me that.
Good boys only. Good boys only.
See you later, King of the Beach.
Yeah, so long, king of the beach.
I'll see you later, king of the beach.
King of the beach. Captain Stoneheart, I entrust you with protecting my son from these bilious crab women. And what do I find but you all singing and dancing like a bunch of damn Bolsheviks? Explain yourself.
I'm not sure that I can, Doctor, unless it's your patient-driven plan that's begun to take effect. I felt a swell of confidence, and these kids responded to a charisma that I haven't displayed in the field since before the Great War.
Yes, your mental health. Who cares? I see what you've done, Captain Stoneheart. You've gone undercover. It's exactly what we do to break up the strikes when the toddlers in my factories go on strike. Send in some undercovers with some chocolate, some rattles, some agitation. Before you know it, they're ripping themselves apart. But I must warn you, Captain Stoneheart, while it can be alluring to dip your toes into the ocean of another's persona, you may soon find yourself dragged underneath by the undertow, in the depths of a deep, dark abyss. Stop, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Does he do that a lot? Here, smell this. Now, you keep at it, King of the Beach. I'm going to enjoy some much-deserved me time in the basement. Surfing will soon rule the beach indeed.
king of the beach. Me.
Willikers. My other dad is the king of the beach. What an inordinate departure from my actual father. I don't know what kind of blasphemous falsehoods he's been uttering, but I happen to have it on a dubious amount of authority that he is designing a machine that will wipe out every living creature on the shores of Outspot.
Teddy, what your dad is doing for your other dad is paramount. He's helping me to recover myself and... but enough about me. What seems to be troubling you, lad?
Well, I find myself in a state of reluctance. My actual father doesn't have the proficiency nor the temperament to counsel me on my current latitude. You see, I find myself bewitched by a certain beach babe. And I don't know what to do. Love has no language. There are no words for such eldritch contradictions of all cosmic force. But you're the king of the beach. Perhaps you have some advice for a lonely lad of only 23.
Allow me to translate. You would like to play hide the sausage with one of the two young ladies we've just met.
Well, that's the long and short of it. Mostly the short of it.
Yes. Well, Teddy, I would love to help, but your father has me on a very strict regimen.
But you're supposed to be my keen dad, not my mean dad. Be keen, Dad!
I am developing a feeling for the boy. I think it's called sentiment.
Oh, I love mint.
But still, I must think of myself. One false move and the doctor will cut me off. I want to help Teddy out. I mean, it's not like he could find the ocean from the shore given the best advice, but still I must steer him into the shoals, scuttle his ship, throw him overboard. Why would I be the one making the ocean metaphors?
Are you all right?
Yes, Teddy, just a memory of a past passion. All right, Teddy, I'll do it. I will help you out. I will teach you how a man of the 1920s is to woo a woman. Wait.
Woo a woman.
Teddy, what are you doing?
This is a mnemonic device. My father taught me.
Why are you pretending to write on your hand?
It's a mnemonic device designed for memorization. Please continue.
All right, fine. Well, don't write this down then.
Don't write this down.
To woo a woman of the 1920s, the first thing that you must do is respect her personal space.
Personal space? Wait till the boys at Miskatonic U hear about this.
Yes, Teddy, you see, a woman should only expect your touch when invited. Now, the next thing that you must remember, Teddy, is that you must tell her how you feel.
Tell her how you feel? Mother said I should never tell people how I feel. She says it sounds like a clown in desperate need of an exorcism.
Yes, well, remember, Teddy, that keeping your feelings bottled up is a recipe for disaster that makes plenty of leftovers.
Leftovers.
Yes. The final thing that you need to remember, Teddy, this is the most important. Remember that no means no?
No means no. So, respect her personal space. Mm-hmm. Tell her how you feel. Mm-hmm. And no means no. Thanks, King of the Beach. Other Dad. Invisible pin.
Oh boy, I hate to lead him so astray. And one day he will learn how to treat women in the vulgar fashion to which they have become accustomed. But this is not that day. Not while I seem so close to a cure. But Teddy does bring up an interesting point. My interesting point hasn't been up for a while. The doctor may not have prescribed female companionship, but the king of the beach is ready to deliver his edict. Ah, if only there were someone conveniently close by. Oh, look, it's that one.
Oh, look, it's the king of the beach.
Yes. And you are?
Ruby, charmed, I'm sure.
Incorrect. You are Ruby, queen of the beach. How's that personal space, Queenie?
Kablooey.
Excellent.
Penny for your thoughts?
No dice! Keeping my feelings right here.
All right.
Screw.
Hardware?
Sex.
Rain check?
Hard to get.
Oddly.
Harder all the time. This is the point in our courtship where I should pretend to care about your interests. Please tell me, what's this book you brought with you to the beach, Queen?
Oh, this? It's just a little bit of light summer reading.
Let me see that. The Necronomicon. Interesting. What language is this in?
I don't know, Latin or something? Hey, you're a smart fella. Could you read this part right there?
Well, I did spend a summer sacking Rome. Let's see. It says, Heu piscis domina et servum tuum. Ah! 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 Oh. What was that?
Look! Look at all those people out on the water. You did that. Oh, come on, we should go join them.
Hey, check me out!
Yeah!
Yeah!
You mean into the ocean?
Boy, you really are a mess, aren't you? That's all right. That's why you need yourself a girl from Innsmouth. We know all about the dark places in a man's heart, and we know just the way to cure them. Come on, Ducky. Let's go cast a few more spells out of this old book.
I cannot refuse my queen.
Oh, hello. Yeah, it's me, Betty. And I have to tell you, I'm in a real fix. You see, I've gone goofy for that sweet baby grand, but I just don't know my onions when it comes to attracting the attentions of a boy. And my friend Ruby, well, all she can think about is those blasted boards catching on. So, I've come to this deserted stretch of beach to see if I can't practice me some man-catching skills in private. Now, let's see. Oh, yes, it's all the audacious rage these days. If you want to be a sexy tomato, you gotta show your gams. Oh, this feels naughty. I hope a police officer doesn't happen by and give me a citation. Also, I brought some vamp ammunition. I swiped this flask of hooch from my father's secret supply in the basement. And this Chesterfield from my mother's nightstand. So, you smoke, and you drink, and you walk to highlight your gams in a most sophisticated, wet manner way. Like so.
There she is. Isn't she amazing? Looks like she's got a lot of things going on over there. It's just, all right, Teddy, you've got this. Even though those chicks broke your glasses in the last scene, and you had to cram a flower on your stuff to make it work. You had to pee since like first scene, but it's okay. All right, we're good. Ooh. Tell her how you feel. Give her her personal space. No means no. Got it. Greetings, really.
Hello there.
What?
I was just practicing for a play.
Oh, a
What
play.
am I talking about?
I've noticed you out here on the beach, and I was hoping for a moment like this where it was nice and remote and nobody could hear me scream. You know, it's now that I say it out loud, that sounds extra creepy. The voice in my head has a much more inviting timbre.
I don't find you creepy at all.
I can't concentrate. I keep focusing on those bare gams. Lizard brain just wants to touch. Must maintain giving her personal space. Right.
What would Ruby say? I know. Hey there, big fella. Care for a refreshing Chesterfield? Recommended by 9 out of 10 physicians for a healthier smile.
I guess I prefer smoking some sweet Arkham Gold, but I'll take a puff. Why not? Here we go.
Never mind that, Kibble. You know, it's all the rage to get illegally zozzled. Care for some giggle water?
Giggle water? Yes.
Sure. You know, giggle water. Panther piss. Hooch.
I guess it would be rude of me to refuse some illegal liquor. Why not? Give me a snort. I'll have a bit. Why not? Gods of darkness!
Curse you, Adam! Stop it!
Did I get you good?
Shut up! Shut up.
A bunch of hooey. If I gotta be an ossified smoke eater to attract a boy, then I'm better off alone, I tell ya. Love should be easy. Love should be a mercy, a reward in a world of swindlers' poison. But golly, he sure is easy on the eyes. Oh well, I guess I blew it.
Well, I guess that's how she feels. I guess I should tell her how I feel as well. Well, the most merciful thing in the world, I think, is man's inability to correlate all of the mind's contents. We live on an island of ignorance in a black sea of infinity, and we, as men, were not meant to venture very far. That wasn't too dark?
No.
No means no? Yes!
Name's Betty, by the way.
My name is Ted. So nice to meet you. This is great.
So, what month were you born in? What sign are you?
Oh, I was born in January, so I'm a Capricorn. Do you have any, interests or anything? What are your hobbies or anything like that?
I'm really, and I'm really fit into surfing this.
Surfing is amazing. I love it. It totally bit my face. It was great. Oh! I hear the duck-like flappy feet of my father. And he has some goats or something with him. I don't know what the hell's going on. But what I do know is we must hide immediately.
Oh, we can hide behind the bait stand.
Oh, that sounds very effective and far too reasonable. Why don't we go over here and pretend to be seals or something? I'm a seal.
No. Seal time. I'm a seal.
Oh, finally a stretch of the beach where I can be alone with my thoughts. Nobody here but me and these drunken seals who smell strongly of young love and rich, flavorful Chesterfield cigarettes. That's it. Go. dimensional resonance is quite strong here. I must do as I taught Teddy and not make a note of it. Captain Stoneheart, what are you doing out at this hour?
Why, Doctor, I was just about to ask you the exact same thing.
I am simply providing some psychiatric counseling to these hermit crabs. You see, they have terrible night terrors. It's because you don't have a home you feel safe in. But, what about you, Doctor? Celebrating your success,
Yes, in fact, I just had sex. Underneath the boardwalk.
Gross. No, I was referring to your success at getting those annoying kids off the beach. Why, look, even as we speak, the bait shop guy is putting up 2 more missing signs. I don't know what you're doing to get rid of them, Captain, but whatever it is, you're doing a fizzing job. Soon it will just be me and my Teddy, eating boiled eggs, farting into our blankets, staring into the ochre sunset as death slowly encroaches. Oh, what a fantasia. If only it could be real.
I seem to have caught you in a philosophical mood this evening, Doctor.
No. Rather, I've taken quite a bit of morphine. Would you seem different yourself, Captain? Under a shadow? And judging by the rich smell of Clams Rockefeller that's absolutely bleeding off that left hand. The shadow of lust, perhaps?
Yes, well, it was a quick shadow and it was prematurely cast.
Well, Captain, allow me to offer you another warning. One may hide in the shadows, but one also may be lost. But I'm sure you'll be fine, whatever makes you happy, you know. Now, would you care to join me back at the bungalow for a celebratory morphine nightcap?
Do I have a choice?
Ha! Capital! Good night, seals!
Good night, Dad.
Oh, did that sun sound to you like my seal, Teddy? You know what it probably is? It's probably the morphine.
Right.
Staring me up inside. Good night, seals!
Oh my God, did you hear what he said? All right, look, we have to maintain our sealed disguise until we know that they're totally gone. All right, I'm pretty sure we don't look like a seal right now, though. Have you ever read about how anglerfishes do it? I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing right now. All right, how's it look back there?
Let's clear off your stern.
All right, looks good over here.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to turn this back into people, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Wow.
People time.
Wow.
I'm a person now. I'm a bitch. We're good. All right. Trying to get. We're good. All right.
Daddy.
Oh wait, Betty. Here. Oh my God! What a disintegration of my naive notions. This is worse than the time that Mother told me that Santa Claus is just a dirty Bolshevik. I've got to go and give him a piece of my mind.
Oh, just one kiss before you go.
Yes, one more kiss, and then we meet back here tomorrow. Marco.
Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
Marco. Tomorrow, my love.
How do you like that? I can't believe I did it. And he loves me for who I am. Oh, I just can't wait to find my friend Ruby and tell her all about my new steady Teddy.
Teddy?
Ruby.
What are you doing on the beach at this hour?
I was just spilling my guts to the sea. But you're just the girl I want to share my heart with.
Really, Betty?
Sure. You see, I've just had the most exciting rendezvous with that sweet baby Grand. You know, the dreamer. And, well, I just can't wait to tell you all about it.
Oh.
there he was.
Get out my claws.
He's what's got my loins all tied. Oh, gee whiz.
Yes, she's him.
When I see him, he sure looks just right. Those dreaming eyes.
Our friendship dies.
Oh, Ruby,
That booby.
I'm so surprised.
Misfortune. I guess she loves that son of a gun. Well, I got no choice. It's time to go for it. Ain't that fun?
Now ain't he sweet when he's painting on the beach? Hey, what gives? That's awful weird to me.
One heartbeat. Well, I guess our friendship weren't exactly orthodox. But I'm shocked how quick she's gone and left me out here kicking rocks.
Now ain't he grand? I'd like to maybe take his hand. Ouch, that hurts. Say, what you doing there?
Sleight of hand.
What gives, Ruby? What were you doing?
You know what? You can keep your dreamer.
Ow! Ow! Why is she so mad at me? Is she gone green-eyed and grungy over my sweet baby grand? That must be it. But it's so unfair. I love them both, and not in a contradictory way. I guess I'll just dog it home and cry into my pillow.
Captain Stoneheart's log arrival day +2. Path to redemption? Since arriving here in Outspot, I have experienced radical change. I have felt confidence and even affection, both for the doctor's young dotard of a son and for a random beach floozy, although in the case of the latter, the feeling may also be lust. As a male of the species, it is my privilege to confuse the two.
Damn it, Captain! Journal in your head, man. I can barely hear my own coalescing madness.
Doctor, I am merely following your prescription.
Well then, draw bigger boobies with longer nipples. Daddy likes them droopy.
Should have had me sculpt.
Smashes into my own house. Oh, I've got some that you look kind of busy. Were you busy? You know what? I'm gonna knock. But when I come back in, you're gonna hear all about it. All right, here we go. Smashes into my own house. I didn't knock that time. All right, we're good.
Come in.
Smashes into my own house! Oh, I'm so angry I kick the chair! I point at you accusingly! Oh, you malarkey factory! You Johnny Utah! You! Point break! You got it, it's good. Well done. You steaming pile of phony baloney! I heard every single word you said with my father out there on the beach!
Teddy, I assure you it's not what you think, but if I could put a finer point on the discussion, what exactly do you think?
Well, I think that my father's mayonnaise dishes are far too addictive to not be laced with drugs. I think that this whole new 1920s football thing is going nowhere fast. And I believe that it is you and my father who are colluding to wipe out every living soul on the shores of Outspot.
Teddy, that was his plan.
Yes, you.
And I agreed to it.
Oh, you.
But I didn't follow through.
Oh, you followed through like a Bolshevik down the chimney on Christmas. I'm so glad the Bolshevik joke worked tonight. It's great.
Great.
Teddy, no, listen, it's not, but it seems that your father, the doctor, he's helping me.
Helping you?
Yes.
Why would you even need help? I mean, you're the king of the beach.
Sadly, Teddy, even that is a sham. I am a broken shell of a man.
A broken shell of a man? Why?
I'll tell you. seat, Teddy. Teddy.
You want a brush or something?
No,
Maybe?
thank you. I'm good.
All right.
Teddy, are you familiar with the desperation of King Albert?
You were present at the desperation of King Albert?
Yes, in Belgium. Are you familiar with it?
No. Like, not even a little bit. I don't even know what that is.
All right. Teddy, I used to travel the world with my mercenary unit, seeking out conflict in the name of filthy lucre. But the Great War changed all of that. With the aggression of the Central Powers, the fate of Europe, and America's unwillingness to intervene, my unit found ourselves going toward a higher calling. We volunteered our services to the Allies. Now, in the early parts of the war, before the two sides retreated into their trenches, each was locked in a desperate struggle with the other to turn the flank and smash the line, bringing a quick end to hostilities. Thus began a race to the North Sea. Now, King Albert, rather than surrender the lowlands of his country to the Germans, undertook a desperate decision. He would destroy the series of levees and dikes that held back the ocean, thus inundating the lowlands. Our unit volunteered to protect the sappers while they laid their charges. The work went far into the night, a night with a moonlight that shone only sporadically through a heavy cloud cover. We hadn't seen a sentry in ages. We thought perhaps we'd been forgotten. And then we heard a series of explosions and knew our fate. The North Sea came rushing in, but something else came with it, Teddy. Something alien and monstrous. Something that revealed only sparse detail in the sporadic moonlight. What I can remember the most were the screams, both in horror and in agony, and the gurgling of seawater and blood rushing in and out of open throats and chest cavities. First it was Rodriguez, then Meehan, then Kinney, then Dunaway, and then Blackthorne. And as the unseen horror closed in around me, I lost consciousness. When I awoke again, I was back in New England, having been transported across the ocean in a catatonic state. Well, since that time, Teddy, I haven't been able to set foot in the water. So you see, that's the story.
Other Dad,
Yes, Teddy?
could you, like, repeat everything you just said just now? I lost track. It was like right when you went Teddy, and then I was like, I don't know.
Damn it, Teddy! Why didn't you not write that down?
You know, I think I got the gist. And you know what I think? I think, so what? I mean, you don't have to go into the water to be the king of the beach.
No.
If you ask anyone, I mean anyone that hasn't mysteriously disappeared out there, if you ask them, who rules the remnants of Outspot? There is only one answer.
The king of the beach.
The king of the beach.
Damn it, you two! Stop sharing evocative stories meant to help you bond as characters and men and get to bed.
Good night, Other Dad.
Good night, Teddy, and thank you. Probably time to go to bed anyway. All of this pretend journaling is giving me serious writer's cramp. Oh, my left hand is killing me.
Can you smell the churn of that surf?
Hey, have you seen Betty?
Nah, not yet. I love it when the sun is so hot it makes your skin kind of prickle a little bit. Great day. Great day.
Hey, Ruby. Have you seen Teddy?
He went that way.
Okay, thanks.
You broke my hat. Right back at you. Yeah, it's a perfect day to summon a giant wave to have thunder and mayhem come crashing down upon this stupid shore.
Ruby! Ruby, queen of the beach!
I'm over here, king of the beach.
Oh, there you are. Say, Ruby, you may want to get yourself checked out by the doctor.
The doctor? Whatever
Yes.
for?
Well, you remember last night when we went underneath the boardwalk and we were going to...
Yeah,
Yes.
but you couldn't.
All right, so instead I...
Yeah, I remember.
Yes, well, look! I know, I'm hideous, right?
No, you're not hideous. You're just assuming your most potent evolutionary form.
What the hell are you talking about? Ah, gross! I've seen your kind before in Belgium.
Oh my God! When were you in Belgium?
You're a monster!
The stars are aligned, Ducky. I've done all my chores. I've filled the ocean with the blood of human young. And thanks to my cleverness and my sneakiness, I've got the blood of the dreamer and his lady love, so we can mark the first sacrifice. Now all we need is somebody off his rocker to read the words to summon the sleeper of real yay. That's you. The one who's crackers, not the sleeper. Now, here's the words part. Read this bit as loud as you can and your best summoning a monster voice.
Obsecro gentim moriri ex mari et magnutari. Obsecro gentim moriri ex mari et magnutari.
Time to reveal the elder summon spiel. I've checked off all the steps to raise him from the depths. One, to flush the shore, awash the teens and more. The ocean fills with gore, the deep ones can't ignore. Oh, how sublime.
This moment in time. Down here in my basement, I calculate my dark design. Leaning from the casement, something dreadful and divine. Teddy, Teddy, my dear boy, that beach girl seeks a cruel divide. To lose you to the seashore is something I cannot abide. Your hand in mine, this moment in time. I thought that love was a stupid emotion and only the ignorant felt it. Now I can smell the love in the air, and it was you that dealt it.
With you by my side, the world can go die. It's just a dumb planet chumps occupy. I am for you, and you are for me. I can't help but feel this is our destiny. This boy is mine.
This moment in time.
Obsecro gentim moriri ex mari et magnutari.
My boy first meal, that dreamer sweet as veal, and his love not ideal. But damn it, that's the spiel. Free, inspired devotion in one whose mind is broken. drag him to his ocean. To set their plan in motion. New partner in crime.
This moment in time, they'll never see it coming. This terrible choice, this friend of mine, it will surround the seashore to prevent a steep decline. Teddy, my little angel, I am yours and you are mine. We'll be together in darkness, bound until the end of time. Father and son entwined. Ha 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 ha! This moment in time.
I thought that love was a waste of time and men were made of disappointment. But you touch me deep in my soul and comfort like healing ointment.
My dream came to pass. Now you are here. What is this impending dread that I fear? Yesterday I did not care if I live. Now look at all of these shits that I give. This girl is mine. This moment in time.
This moment in time. This moment in time. This moment in time.
This moment in time.
Oh, Betty, if this feeling is what I think it really is, I should bury my feet in the sand for the oncoming gales.
Daddy, now that we're steady, there's so much that we must discuss.
Capital.
Yes. Now let's see. I saw a positively kippy house for sale just this morning down the street from my parents' house. And I've thought of some king baby names.
Oh,
and
double
well,
capital.
this is just swell.
Teddy! Teddy!
Oh, it's my other dad.
Oh, it's the king of the beach.
Yes. Oh, hi, Teddy. There you are. You know, I'm so sorry we've never been formally introduced. My name is Captain Stoneheart.
I'm Betty.
Yes, nice to meet you. Right, okay, about that, that's why I'm here. Betty, I'm sorry to tell you this, but your friend Ruby is a sea monster.
You're off your nuts. That's applesauce.
Oh, my right eye.
Betty.
Ah, my monster hand.
The shadow in my dreams is taking form. It was Ruby the whole time. She is a sea monster.
Banana oil.
Oh, through the glasses and everything. It's amazing. Ah.
My friend Ruby may be a bit of a saucy tomato, and her skin does take on a bit of a green pallor in certain lights, but she's no sea monster.
Sea
Monster!
Told you. Oh, my other eye. Same damn hand. Ah!
Ruby, level with me. Show me the dirt. What's up? What's happening here?
We always used to swim to the cove to watch you squirming little fleshy pink idiots thrash around in the ocean. I'm drowning. I don't have any gills. I'm in the wrong biome.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Totally me. Yeah.
And they sent me to walk amongst you idiots to bring amusing anecdotes back down to the inky depths because of my keen sense of humor and impeccable sense of timing, of course.
Oh, you're the funny one.
I am.
That's good. All right.
That's when I met you. Your skin always smelled like salt and sunshine, and your skill in the ocean was slightly less of a flailing maritime embarrassment. But the more time I spent with the rest of you, the more I realized that human beings were just a bunch of jerks. Yeah, we decided it was time to put you in your place. You didn't just throw like little things in the water, you know, like hooks, you know, a little net, you know, manky old boot. No, whole stupid boats. Yeah, we are pretty cool with a lot of stuff, but we draw the line at entire forms of transportation. So we figured it was time to teach you a little respect. We were gonna awaken the dreamer and then watch with exquisite delight as the tsunami that precedes him comes crashing to your sandy beach and wipes out your puny, archaic civilization and teaches you a little goddamn respect. Because there's nothing on television down there, really. But we had to bide our time for the stars to align and for a dreamer to appear and for him to fall in love, which is pretty much impossible because you guys are real weird. I was told not to get attached while I was up here. Well, what can I say? The softy had hot. I guess it kind of fell for you and your doughy, stupid form. I'm saying I'm crazy about you, Betty. I laid my eggs for you every summer in the cove, and you never fertilized them. Not even once.
Gee whiz, Ruby. I knew we were kindred spirits, but I didn't know you felt that way about me. But anyway, I don't think that's how babies are made. I mean, for one thing, I don't think I have the right equipment to fertilize your eggs. Ugh.
It would have been you and me until the wheels fell off this stupid sandy world. But no, you had to fall for that wad of insipid skin.
For the last time, he's my sweet baby grand.
I'm sorry. I'm upset because I don't want to watch you die first. When it could have been you and me until the end of the world.
Hey, you! Now you get your damned hands off of her!
Teddy.
She kicked my ass!
Yes.
With a flipper! We have to totally gang up on her!
Yeah, totally gang up.
Ruby is not 1920s at all. We're screwing this up. All right.
I did love you.
She loved you.
Even a little bit the way that you loved me.
Oh, yeah? Really? Neat.
But your behavior right here, right now, is a bunch of bourgeois.
Bourgeois?
I'm afraid it's time for the icy mitt.
The mitts are going to get icy right now. Here we go.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
You feel that? That would be dreamer waking up. Your final moments will be that of gibbering madness. And my broken heart will relish you ending. Sorry, Betty.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
He got her nose.
Gross. Even for you.
Look, Betty, they're evenly matched.
Like a well-oiled machine.
She cheesed it. Quick, other dad, king of the beach.
Yes.
You're the only one who stands a chance.
All right.
Quickly.
All right. Wait. You mean into the ocean?
What's wrong with him?
He's exorcising a demon from his past. There's only one thing for it. I must go. Don't worry, other dad. You won't have time to drink yourself to death out of guilt, because if I fail, everybody dies.
My hero. I'll go with you. We can die together. It'll be so romantic.
Capital.
Stop!
Whoa!
There is bravery, and then there is stupidity. And you two have shown me both. This is a job for the king of the beach.
That's right.
Yeah,
you're the king of the beach. You're going to protect your kingdom.
Job.
You're going to
That's
protect your
Oh,
subjects.
father may never meant to treat me, but nonetheless he has succeeded. Captain Stoneheart is back on duty!
That's right.
Yeah,
and
you
nobody
are.
duties like Captain
How's
Stoneheart.
the duty?
You're gonna duty all over this
Fine.
beach.
You know, I'm trying to make a speech and you guys are making poop jokes.
Yeah, you're making a
Because
speech.
poop jokes rule.
Listen to you talk.
And you rule.
Words are coming
the
out of
whole
your
beach
mouth. You're
is
saying
yours.
stuff.
You're the
And
man.
there you go.
Oh, there goes a brave, stupid man.
Sure. I think he's gonna die.
He doesn't stand a chance.
I hope you know this is on purpose! I got her in her breathing part! I got her in her other breathing part! Sorry! Oh! That was my breathing part! Oh, it's my eye. You got my
Betty, the king of the beach is dead. Long live the king. He seems to have failed in his mission because that crushing tsunami is still coming to wipe out our entire civilization.
Yes, and my best friend Ruby is dead. This is just dog's bollocks.
Oh, not to bring the moment up or anything, but I just realized that my father is not the grand architect of World's End. If he was only here, I would reconcile with him.
Could that be him now?
Oh, it's my father.
Hey! Oh, I'm so glad you're here, my boy. I am finally ready to show you my creation. Behold, the temporal vortex machine. Take an eldritch bell while I explain how it works. Now, this temporal vortex machine, when activated, and these bells rung in a certain ancient sequence, produces a temporal vortex, freezing and endlessly repeating the ensuing moment in time, over and over and over again. Picture it, Teddy. You and me in one shining moment, as pretty as a postcard, for all eternity.
Dad, that's absolutely diabolical!
Well, I didn't get to see you enough, my spoiled little cream puff.
Be quiet, you two. Let me think. Look here, Teddy. Right now, we're in the bloom of our love. But eventually, as everyone knows, the icy grip of cold indifference and indescribable loneliness will settle upon our hearts. With your father's machine, we can wear the rose-colored glasses of new love for an eternity.
Teddy, what an astute girl you found. She's absolutely right. With my machine, that wave and the awful thing lurking underneath it will never have a chance to reach us. Now, let me explain it one more time. And a one, and a two, and now that I have turned the machine on, you just have to ring the bells like this. Now you're in business. It's what I did at night while you were sleeping. But sometimes I crept upstairs and went peeping. Super creepy. Anywho, yes, let's activate the machine immediately.
You know, this could be way worse. Instead of the very moment that you and I are at our most in love, and I just reconciled with my father, we could be trapped in an endless loop. At the very moment that Cthulhian horror comes crusting over that tsunami, sending our minds spiraling into madness.
Seems like a bit of a jinx, son.
Jesus Christ, let's hurry!
Yes,
All right.
Prepare to ring your bells and live in eternal happiness in...
This moment in time.
pal. Finita la Commedia!
Dylan Blackthorne, ladies and gentlemen, Hardest working at an awesome theater tonight, guaranteed. Alright, so this is that part of the show. If you remember at the beginning, I promised there'd be a sweaty hat. There's one of me here on the stage, and one moving around out there somewhere. Again, we suggest $15, but really, it's whatever you think it's worth. It helps us out. That money goes directly to the people that are up here performing for you this evening. We'd like to thank the Butterfly Bar again. I'd like to remind you about the merchandise that we have. Check out Tales of Terror, volumes 1, 2, and 3, 5 each, 10 for the whole set. Postcards, $2.